Welcome back to Tipton Bros. Today, we'll be discussing the short-lived Heckler & Koch HK CAWS automatic shotgun. Before we begin, I must disclose that I am no expert and never claimed to be. Now, let's get into it. The HK CAWS emerged from a requirement put forth by the Joint Service Small Arms Program, or JSSAP. That specification was dubbed the Repeating Handheld Improved Non-Rifled Ordnance, abbreviated as Rhino. In other words, a pedantic way to say combat shotgun. The Rhino project was seemingly a spin-off of the infamous SPEW and later ACR program of the 1980s, among many others. Essentially, the US government sought to replace the battle-tested M16 platform with futuristic polymer marvels, a notable entrant being the HK G11, but that is beside the point. To add to this list of confusing acronyms, the Rhino endeavor ultimately evolved into the CAWS program, which stands for Close Assault Weapons System. The objective was to create a new generation of firearm for urban combat, which employed multiple projectiles and demonstrated an effective range of between 100 and 150 meters. More specifically, the desired specs called for a 10-round magazine capacity, specialized ammunition which prevented 12-gauge commercial use, an 8.5-pound unloaded weight limit, and recoil no greater than that of a pump-action Remington 870, firing M162 double-aught buckshot. With these conditions in mind, Heckler & Koch would enlist the help of Winchester Arms and the Olin Corporation to divide the workload. H&K devised the weapon, while Olin and Winchester were tasked with developing the ammunition. In no time flat, the US manufacturer produced a 3-inch belted brass cartridge, packed with 8 3.1-gram tungsten alloy pellets. This shell generated a breakneck muzzle velocity of nearly 1,800 feet per second and demonstrated remarkable penetration at range. Furthermore, the cartridge was versatile, capable of holding triple-aught buckshot and a flechette load, although the latter proved unstable. With the proprietary 12-gauge ammunition fleshed out by Winchester Olin, Heckler & Koch proceeded with the highly anticipated combat shotgun, aka the Close Assault Weapons System. The prototype that materialized was, for lack of a better term, the most HK firearm I've ever seen. A spitting image of the G11, the CAWS was a select-fire, magazine-fed, bullpup combat shotgun, adorned with sleek black polymer. The high-impact plastic formed a rigid case which concealed the internals and a floating recoil system. Fundamentally, a continuous receiver. The CAWS was also fully ambidextrous. By rotating the bolt head 180 degrees, the fire selector, safety lever, and ejection port could be switched from right to left. Another glaring feature of this futuristic shotgun is the carry handle, which doubled as an optical sight. More feasibly, the lens could be swapped for a rudimentary rail sight. Below this sat a top-mounted vertical charging handle, reminiscent of the AR-10. The CAWS was recoil-operated and reportedly had a cyclic rate of 240 rounds per minute. HK provided 2 barrel lengths with an 18 and 27-inch option, giving an overall length of 30 or 38.9 inches. Unloaded weight was vague, with some sources claiming 7.89 pounds unloaded, while others assert 9.5 pounds. The design itself was conceived by Heckler & Koch engineer lead Helmut Veldel, who referred to the recoil buffer as a spring and brake system. Regardless, the entire CAWS program was abandoned in the late 1980s when the submitted platforms came up short, including that of H&K. The lackluster ergonomics were a primary complaint, being about as comfortable to wield as a suitcase full of rocks. Its competition is also quite famous, being the Atchison AA-12 and the Pancor Jackhammer, both boasting numerous pop culture appearances. The HK CAWS also received its fair share of fame, appearing in Fallout 2, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and Ghost Recon Online, to name a few. I hope you've enjoyed today's brief overview of the H&K CAWS automatic shotgun. We are a small channel, so a like is greatly appreciated, and recommendations are always welcome. Again, I am no expert and never claim to be. Until next time, on Tipton Bros.